gentlemen, may I have your attention, please? The show starts in 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Folks, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, the sexy and the not so sexy, big children and little. I am the novelist, author, poet, Lamont Anthony Wright, aka Graffiti Blue. Happy New Year! We're in a new year. We left 2023 with people getting exposed. You know what I mean? All my inner circle of people, you know what I mean? My folks, my inner circle of friends, and all of that stuff. We chatting it up about how people are getting exposed in 2023. Well, we left 2023 with people getting exposed. Shout out to Sean Puffy Combs. And we entered 2024 with people getting exposed. Shout out to Cat Williams. But we're not here to talk about that. We're live on Instagram. We are live on Facebook. We are live on YouTube. This is the Just My Thoughts podcast. And the title of this episode is titled No One Cares. No one cares. The gift and the curse of creative people. No one cares. The gift and that's actually okay. What do I mean when I say no one cares? The gift and the curse of creativity. Well, for everybody who has ever watched me, listened to me, or browsed by me always knows that if I'm not creating art, books, music, and such, I'm always trying to help my fellow independent artists because there are so many. Basically, everybody is trying to get you. When you can create, somebody's trying to get you all the time. So I'm just trying to put a little nugget of information in your ear. You can do with it, or you can do without it. You can take what I'm telling you, and you can take and realize it's just a testimony. This is just my perspective from my point of view, or you can discard it and say it's just freaking nonsense. So basically, it's just like, okay, to understand why no one cares and why I call it the gift and the curse of creativity, let's try to figure out what creativity actually is. I know everybody watching this knows what creativity is, but I just felt compelled to give you guys the Webster definition. Okay. What is creativity? Creativity is a noun, the use of the imagination or original ideas. Let's say that again. Original ideas. Let's bring it back. What is creativity? Creativity is a noun, the use of the imagination or original ideas, especially in the production of an artist's work or of an artistic work. Films are keen to encourage creativity if you use it in a sentence. Okay, so let's see what somebody smart said about creativity. This quote is from Albert Einstein. Albert Einstein once said, creativity is seeing what others see and thinking what no one has ever thought. Let's say it again. Creativity is seeing what others see and thinking what no one else ever thought. Well, if you think something that no one has ever thought, what does that make that idea? Would that make an idea original? Original. Remember that word. Okay. And the reason why I call this No One Cares, the gift and the creativity, the gift and the curse of creativity, we'll be getting to the bottom of that in a minute. Okay. And the gift of creativity is creating something from nothing, is a very spiritual, a very gratifying, and very fulfilling thing. Okay? Very spiritual, very gratifying, and very fulfilling thing. To create something, nothing is here. Nothing is here. And then a creative person comes in and creates something, right? Let's go to the Bible. And the Lord said, let there be light. And it was so, right? Nothing was there. And now all of a sudden something is here. So the power to create is a very powerful thing. Okay? So there's the gift. If you are a creative person, that is your gift. You are doing a very spiritual, gratifying, fulfilling thing, touching the hem of God's garment, because you can you can have nothing and create something. Not everyone can do that. And because not everyone can do that, there is a curse of creativity. The curses of creativity is that it makes you a mark. It inspires people to want to take advantage of you and or manipulate you. Hey, what's going on, people? Sassy, what's good? Leather Flowers, what's good? Cindy, what's good? The curse of creativity is that it makes you a mark, and it inspires people to want to take advantage of you and or manipulate you. Now, I've said this verse on What's Good. I've said this verse on this Just My Thoughts podcast how many times? Those who don't possess talent, skill, drive, or the gift to create often try to take control of who bakes the pies and the cakes all inside of your plate with the fork taking bites of your steak. Wait, I've been saying that line for years, and it's just because it's true. Now, we're going to circle the block to No One Cares. What does No One Cares have to do with the gift and the curse of creativity? Well, I will tell you. For those people like myself who are creative, when you start heading down the path of exploring your creativity, it's like the yellow brick road, right? It's like you're going down this journey. Let's use the metaphor of the yellow brick road, right? You're going down the yellow brick road, you're looking for the Wizard of Oz, or in this metaphor, the Wizard of Oz represents whatever the ultimate manifestation of your creativity will bring you. And like the Wizard of Oz, Dorothy is going to think that the Wizard of Oz is going to solve all her problems, only to find out that the Wizard of Oz is just some dude behind the curtain, and the real power is in her. So just wake up and do what you got to do. So in this journey of creativity, following me so far, in this journey of creativity, we figure out that we're creative, we discover we're creative, we understand what creativity is, and we go down the road of creativity. And we soon find out as we travel down this road that being creative has a gift that comes with it, and it has a curse that comes with it. We love all of the things we create and all the legacy building that we are doing. And then we kind of resent that because there are so many people that try to take advantage of us. Y'all don't hear me. There are so many people that try to take advantage of us while we are creating. And somebody tried to cut my throat the other day. All I can do is smile because it just chalk it up to the game. That's what it is. But it doesn't stop there. We have to get to when we discover the Wizard of Oz, which is when we discover that no one cares. When we discover that no one cares. And we'll get to that. But going down this journey, another thing that we see when we go down this journey is not only that there's a gift and a curse of creativity, but then we will start asking ourselves, what are we creating for? Most of us in the independent artist world at some point will start to question why they're even creating. Most of us try to go for whatever that degree of independent artist success is, and it is a struggle to be a successful independent artist. And then when we are going through those struggles, many of us independent artists will wonder, well, what the hell are we creating for? And then we come to a fork in the road. We come to an impasse, right? Where most of us who create say, okay, are we creating? Are you creating for yourself at your own pace? Are you creating for yourself at your own pace? Or are you creating for the people at a consumer's pace? I was at the fork in the road just recently when it came to that. When you create at your own pace, you might not be that successful. Maybe you only come outside, maybe you only blog once a month, once a week. Maybe you only go live once a month, once a week. Maybe you only drop a freestyle once a month, once a week. But the algorithm is a hungry monster, right? So you're content with blogging once a month, once a week, creating once a month, once a week, whatever that slow pace is, and you're giving people quality stuff, right? You're giving them quality. You're not giving them fast food. You're giving them soul food. You're giving them soul food, but it doesn't matter. The algorithm doesn't like, excuse me. The algorithm loves soul food, but it just would rather fast food. It would rather you blog every day. You blog every 6 hours. You create something and just keep that timeline flooded. What's good? Just keep that timeline flooded. Just keep it going. So a lot of creatives get discouraged. They're like, man, I am making the best art of my life. I am blogging at a comfortable pace. I am creating at a comfortable pace. I am writing at a comfortable pace. I am releasing content at a comfortable pace. And no one cares. It's not that no one cares. The algorithm is not putting you in front of people who create garbage every day. So it's not that no one cares. The algorithm doesn't care. Algorithm's like, look, this dude, this woman, this artist, this guitar player, this pianist, this violinist, whatever, this MC, this DJ is releasing something dope once a month. But MC Trash is dropping a freestyle every freaking 30 minutes. The algorithm is going to put MC Trash in front of your content. The algorithm responds to engagement. So 1,000 people accidentally click on MC Trash's freestyle. The algorithm does not understand that MC Trash is trash. All it sees, all it registers is the 1,000 hits. Oh, the algorithm's like, oh, engagement. Let me move MC Trash's freestyle to the front of the algorithm. Oh, now you understand. For all of y'all on Instagram, I got this cool graphic on the Facebook Live. Okay, that was fun. Enough of that. Enough of that. Okay. Um, Back to what we're creating for. When most artists on that journey on the road, when they find out that creating there's a gift and a curse with that, and then they come to the fork in the road where they say, okay, am I creating at my own pace, or I am creating for the people at a consumer's pace? I'm going to go off on a sidebar for a second. For everybody watching this live, what's up, Sassy? Best publicist ever. For everybody watching this live, I don't want you to get me effed up. There is nothing wrong with creating for the people. There is nothing wrong with asking your audience or an audience, hey, what do y'all want me to do? And the audience then saying, man, I wish you would drop a freestyle. Hey, Graffiti, I wish you would drop a freestyle every day. There's nothing wrong with then turning around and dropping a freestyle every day. You know what I mean? I remember when Jalen Rose used to get on the freaking TV and say, got to give the people what they want. You follow what I'm saying? There's nothing wrong with doing that. What I am saying is that I am not comfortable creating at that pace. I need to close the door. When I start creating and when I get locked into a song, I lose track of everything. People will hit me up and be just like, man, I haven't heard from you today. My own mama be like, you were supposed to freaking call me. And I'm like, oh, my bad. I was lost in the song. I don't even understand when I'm writing a scene for a screenplay, book, something like that, and I'm lost in the room. I'm in these characters' heads. I'm in the room. I'm seeing the world through their eyes. I don't really see anything else. That, for me, for the way I create, that is what makes the art good. You follow what I'm saying? When I'm locked into a song, it's like a dance of storytelling and feeling what the beat is telling me. You follow what I'm saying? So I get lost inside of it, but I am just me. That is how I create. So I am not judging anybody. If you look out there and say, what's hot? And then you go give somebody some art, you work for the people. There's nothing wrong with that. The last thing I want to say before I close this particular live, and shout out to everybody, the last thing I really want to say is that there are a lot of talking heads out there, right? There are a lot of talking heads out there that will echo the no one cares thing. DJ Academics does this. Piper Boy Williams, a very popular battle rap blogger, says no one cares a lot. And guys like these two guys, and I like Piper Boy. I used to like DJ Academics. Well, I was just curious when he was in his War of Chirac era. You know what I mean? But and I enjoyed him and Joe Budden when they were on Everyday Struggle with Nadeska. But after he started kind of spinning out of control with the drinking and obviously feeling himself, he lost me as a fan. Now, there's nothing wrong with him feeling himself, and a lot of cats tried to ish on him on his way up. So, him being amazingly successful is payback. And I understand, you know what I mean, many people tried to play me, and here I am still around. But I'm not the type of guy to rub any degree of success that I may have inside somebody's nose. I'm just like, you know what I mean? To me, just being successful is payback enough. I got my revenge already by living well. Can you smell it? I feel inspired to tell it the way I see it. So you don't have to rub somebody's nose in your success. You know what I mean? When you're living well, believe me, it shows. I've been quoting myself all podcast. I've been quoting myself all podcasts. Uh, Speaking of, let's break for a commercial. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, we're starting off 2024. Um, get a copy of The Art of Saying No, the memoir of a naive poet by Lamont Anthony Wright, aka your boy. When did I drop that book? I think The Art of Saying No. I just dropped that book. What was that? 2022? In no, or was it 21 in the height of COVID? All I know was the height of COVID is probably my best written work thus to date. So if you are so inclined, go to Amazon.com or even gbleu.com and get The Art of Saying No, the memoirs of a naive poet. But back to this question of relevance and no one cares. Personalities like Piper Boy, a popular battle rap blogger, and Vlada Fly also says this too. He's a popular um, battle rap blogger and DJ Academics. Will always say, "Oh, you're not relevant. You know, look at your views. Look at your views. You don't have no views. Nobody watches you. No one cares. No one, whatever, 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 whatever." And I'm always just like, huh. Now, remember the example that I said with MC Trash, right? Now, MC Trash drops this freestyle every 15 minutes in this example. And because there are massive amounts of content going out and the algorithm pushes MC Trash and all his trash material to the front, and he's got all of this engagement, do views really mean that you're lit like that? We all know it doesn't. We all know it doesn't. And the onus is really on consumers because our attention span has become so effing short nowadays. We just want to get to whatever is going to distract us the best most times. We're not really looking to learn or be fed or whatever. We want the tea, we want the drama, we want the car accident where we can't look away and all of that stuff. And on my timeline, I don't even be liking them, but on Instagram, I always see somebody falling down a freaking flight of steps, somebody getting hit by a damn bus, somebody narrowly losing their life by a train. I'm just like, boy, we really like Jesus Christ. Now, also on the Tumblr, because I'm sparking the algorithm with what I like and what I watch and all of that stuff, I get a lot of educational this, a lot of spiritual that, and all of that stuff. But no matter how much that I don't like the bullshit, no matter how much I don't double tap click like these bad boys, no matter how fast I scroll past them and don't give them any attention, because even if you hover over a reel, the algorithm is just like, oh, he stopped scrolling. He must like something about that. The algorithm is that freaking sophisticated. You know what I mean? But the question of relevance is no one cares, but no one should be us not caring about who's hitting the freaking like button. It is cool if those likes and whatnot are organic. It is cool when you make a cool piece of art, you know what I mean, and people rock with it. I'm not going to act like being acknowledged is not a good freaking thing. You know what I'm saying? The single Who Is She Really, after dropping some visuals to that bad boy, shot up, and it is doing amazingly well. So well, in fact, that the freaking actually charted. What a birthday gift that was. So I'm not going to sit here and front like it doesn't matter. But just remember that just because you're not racking up thousands and thousands of likes and views doesn't really mean that no one cares. A lot of those guys on the other side of the freaking glass will say no one cares, and they're quick to try to demoralize you and me about, oh, no one cares, oh, you're just a small fry and all of that stuff, when in reality that people care about good art, period. And art, unlike anything else or many other things on this planet, actually goes up in value depending on how good it actually is. So, if you are at a crossroads currently as an independent artist where you feel no one cares because no one freaking is checking for you, no one is with you, no one is whatever, people are always trying to manipulate you or abuse you or take advantage of a situation, does it mean that you won't make it? It doesn't mean that no one cares. It means that you have to dig a little deeper. That's why I say, when I say no one cares and that's okay, it really is okay. Because it's funny, it's funny when I stopped caring about who was watching or how many people was watching, and I'm just like, I'm just gonna make the best music, art, whatever, blog, podcast, whatever that I can make, and I don't give a who cares. I know this is dope, and I'm just putting it out there. Only then, freaking, Who Is She Really reaches number 13 on the Apple Music charts. Crazy. When did that happen? When I stopped caring. So no one cares is a good thing. Let's wrap this up. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, do's and dudettes, the sexy and the not so sexy, big children and little. Happy New Year, man. No resolutions for me. No resolutions for me. My resolution was to write more. Really, coming into December, I'm just like, I'm gonna write more. You know what I mean? And I'm already about 4 songs in. Probably a fly to New York sometime in the spring, late March. Shout out to Ray Scavo. We got work to do. Okay, going back in the lab. You follow what I'm saying? Life is good, man. Hey, to you and yours, man. I wish everybody a good start to this year. Cass is getting exposed this year, man. It's crazy. I got to get out of here. I got things to do. One love, people. And for you guys at home, let's do that one more time. I gotta do that daggone. I'm not gonna do the graphic again. I want to do it. I do it. The name of this one is "No One Cares: The Gift and the Curse of Creativity." I hope you enjoyed the podcast. What's that? About almost 30 minutes. Oh, not too bad. Hopefully, I didn't chew your ear off, man. Thank you guys, man. Y'all have a great freaking night, evening, and all of that jazz. And I'll see y'all next time. One.